families, it's great to be here today for Families Matter, St. Lucie Public Schools Parenting Guide. We are excited to be your hosts. My name is Rebecca Benton. I'm a life skills parent educator with Student Services.
Hi again. I'm DeJean Jackson, Family and Community Outreach Administrator on special assignment for St. Lucie Public Schools. The focus of our show today is to spotlight an amazing community resource, the United Against Poverty Center, or otherwise known as UP.
The purpose of Families Matter, St. Lucie Public Schools Parenting Guide, is to give parents and families information about the resources found within our local community. The resources shared could be in the form of people connected to St. Lucie Public Schools, like school counselors, district support personnel, or educators on your child's campus. Or the resources could be found on our St. Lucie school website, and it could be in the form of local community agencies that help your child achieve success. You play a pivotal role in the life of your child and children, and as always, our aim is to support you. We are so excited to discuss the UP Center.
We want to introduce a very special guest with us today, Mr. Sean Howald, the Executive Director of the UP Center. We are so excited to have you. Can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yes. Well, first off, thank you for having us today. We really appreciate it. I've been with the UP Center for 4 years now. Before that, I've spent almost 20 years now in the nonprofit field, working with YMCAs and Boys and Girls Clubs. And I've gotten my degree at Kent State University in community health education. So I'm glad to be in the workforce that I'm in with my degree, and I thank my parents for that, for instilling to be able to give back. So very glad to be here.
Yes, thanks for being here. So we also have the program manager for UP is Tammy Staley, and she's joining us as well. Tammy, can you share with us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I came into United Against Poverty as an intern back in 2017. I fell in love with their mission of giving a hand up and not a handout. Mm-hmm. I love that we were teaching people to take care of themselves. Mm-hmm. So I kind of got hooked in there, and I knew that they were going to be starting the STEP program. Success Training Employment Program, and I really wanted to be part of that. So I kept my foot in the door, and I worked in the warehouse for a year. And then after 1 year, exactly 1 year, I was training to become a success coach with the STEP program. So, and now I have been the program director for about 2.5 years. And I just love what we're doing and with the change that we're making with our programs.
Yeah, what a beautiful story.
Yes.
Awesome. So you kind of touched upon a little bit about what the UP Center does, but can you dive deep in with us and tell us about the UP Center and all the programs that it offers?
Of course. So our approach at the UP Center is to be a hand up, not a hand out. Our main goal is built around our programs, which is our member share grocery program, which allows families and individuals to be able to come in and get their groceries at a discounted cost. They're able to save anywhere from 40 to 70% on their overall grocery bill each time they visit. So with that, they can come in once, they can come in twice a day, they can come in weekly, monthly, or use the services as needed. We operate as a normal grocery center, no different than if you were to go to a Publix or Walmart. The main goal is to be able to still have your dignity when you come in. You're able to pick and choose the food that you would like to be able to purchase that day. And overall, the savings that you get allows families to choose to make sure that they either have food on the table each day that can feed the entire family, and not seeing parents eat and then or not eat and feed the kids, or difference to where a senior is eating and not maybe getting their medications. We serve about 450 people a day. Over the last few years, we're probably going to see over about 60,000 people within St. Lucie County in the surrounding areas. The member share grocery program has been around for about 20 years in St. Lucie County. And then the original founders really wanted to start doing a deep dive in to see, what was some of the struggles and why people are struggling with food insecurities. So they started the Crisis Stabilization Program. That is a program that is a resource-centered base for us. We partner with a lot of other organizations and nonprofits here in the area to be able to make those active resources to them. So we are not the subject matter experts. Our main goal in crisis is to collect all the information, make sure that they have all the paperwork, they meet the qualifications, and then send them to the correct organization that can finish and make that a successful resource for us. From there, we've seen that job security was the next struggle. So they created the Success Training and Employment Program, which we call STEP. And STEP is a 4-week program that we offer throughout the year. And I'll let Tammy actually talk a little bit more on the STEP program.
Sure. So like Sean said, it is 4 weeks long. They are there because they want to better themselves. So they are not paid to be there. They get no incentives other than changing their life for the better. They are there Monday through Friday for about 4 hours a day. Half of the day they are learning emotional intelligence, so how to check that anger at the door, how to deal with conflict resolution, leadership skills, everything that they need to be successful, all those soft skills. They treat STEP like a job, and the first day they come in, if they're late, they need to give us a call. If they're not going to be there, they need to give us a call. They are held accountable and are only allowed 3 absences. After emotional intelligence, we go into what we call JAWS, job acquisition workplace skills. And there, that is where the resume, I say the meat and bones, the resumes, the interview skills, dress for success. My favorite thing that they get out of the program is self-confidence. Because sometimes, a lot of times, that's all they need is a little bit of self-confidence and brush up on their resume, and they are good to go. So it's my favorite part about the program. After we have a huge graduation. Sometimes it's the first thing that they've ever completed. So we make a huge deal out of it. We go all out to celebrate them and their accomplishments. After that, they are paired with a success coach who will help them for at least a year, but as long as they need. We have people coming back from 2018 that just hit some hard times on COVID and needed some help. Our success coach is still there for them to help guide them. If they're having a bad day at work, instead of walking out, they can pick up the phone and call us. So we're that safety net a little bit for them, and then emotional guide, I like to say.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, as a mom of adult children now who might need that extra support and that cheerleading on the side, that guide on the side, that is wonderful. Now, with that being said, is there an age requirement or something that limits the opportunity to be a part of this success?
So we don't so much have an age requirement as I would like them to finish high school or at least have their GED. If they're emancipated, then we can take them in before they're 18. We do need parents' permission if they're under 18. If they do not have a high school diploma or GED, that is one of the goals that we will work on with them.
Love it.
I do not like to turn anybody away. If they want to come better themselves, come on, let's do it. We've graduated anywhere from 17 up to, I believe our oldest was 86.
Oh my goodness,
wow.
amazing.
Yes. And
Yes.
she's currently working at the bookstore at the college.
I love it. I love it.
That's
Yes.
beautiful.
So we're
No
not too young, we're not ever too old.
That's
So.
right.
Absolutely.
Now, with that, what is the mission of United Against Poverty?
So our mission is to serve families and individuals by providing crisis care, case management, transformative education, food and household subsidies, employment training and placement, personal empowerment training, which is my favorite. Our work is shaped by the understanding that we create lasting change to overcome hardship. Our approach is centered on helping people help themselves, which is another one of my favorite things. And at UP, we do not give a handout, and together we can bring about the change.
Absolutely. Well, after hearing that, I know families, hearing the mission and hearing about all the wonderful programs, families are going to want to come. So where are you located?
So we're located on the corner of 25th and Orange in Fort Pierce. It's 2520 Orange Avenue. A lot of times you've probably driven right by and just weren't quite sure what you were driving by. I'm guilty of that myself before I joined the center. But you know, we're located central, right in the county. So you're right there, US 1, 95, or 25th. You're able to get to us anywhere in the county in about 25 minutes. However, we do have locations in Indian River County as well. And we also have a location in Orlando.
Wonderful.
So if you happen to move here, move maybe out of St. Lucie County as well, your membership is transferable, so you're able to keep that membership going to continue to get that support.
Fabulous. That's awesome.
This is a great resource within our community. Now, if people want to assist, or even if they want to become a part of this great organization, how does that happen?
So yes, we are always looking for volunteers, especially any students out there that need to get your hours to graduate. we will be able
Oh.
to help you.
We know.
But with that, yes. Overall, you can support any of the programs that we have. You can make donations to any of the programs within crisis or support. We do events throughout the year that are community events, but also fundraising events to bring awareness. The organization has served more of St. Lucie County than it ever has in the past with the team that we have in place now. So we're very proud to go from just in the last 3 years, almost a third of our numbers have increased. So we're very proud of that, especially within the STEP program. They were graduating anywhere from 30 or 40. Now we're graduating high 60s to the 70s
Wow, that's
each year. So
amazing.
very proud of that. But to really just be able to get to become part of the program, just come in, stop in, and see if you meet the qualifications. The qualifications are is either an individual or family at or below 200% the federal guidelines, poverty guidelines. And with that, those numbers different depending on how many people in your household, but we're not going to hold you to that. One of the things that a lot of organizations do is you have to be able to adapt, and that's what we've been able to do. We understand that more people are starting to struggle right now with higher cost in food, with what's going on right now with the government shutdown that just took place, and SNAP benefits being taken away. We understand that there's a struggle. So if you're just a little bit over, we'll still help qualify you for the program and be able to give you those services that you need. Some of the other changes we made were we now have all college students automatically qualify for the program,
That's amazing.
Yes.
We love that.
and we have all teachers qualify for the program now.
Wonderful.
So we are very proud of that. Someone who had worked for many years with teachers at my time with Boys and Girls Clubs here in St. Lucie County. Not to mention I wanted to kind of be a teacher, but that kind of changed. But with that, I understand, the time, the effort, and the own funds you put into your kids.
Absolutely.
So we wanted to be able to support them. So with that being said, we've also done our Military Monday. So if you are active or retired, you get additional 10% off.
Wow.
All of our seniors get Wednesday off, another 10%. And actually Wednesdays are usually our busiest days. Thursdays we do the educators, so those are the teachers' day to be able to come up there and get your additional 10% off. And we have the chips, we have a lot of the snacks that can take an entire classroom.
Yep.
You can get,
We know.
I think the last time we saw them was like $2.99 for a box of 48 of the
wow.
chips.
That is a deal.
That is a great deal.
And then Fridays, of course, is when we try and help our college students, whether if they're with Kaiser or Indian River State College. So we're very proud to be able to try and adapt and be able to help the community the best we can.
I love that. I love that. We are so fortunate to have gone on a field trip to the Up Center to see all of these amazing resources in person. We have a clip from this visit. Let's check it out now.
Hi, I'm Dijon Jackson, co-host of Families Matter. We're here at the Up Center in St. Lucie County. Come join us as we go into the heart of our community in St. Lucie.
So we try to help build their confidence to get them back into the workforce. And ways that we do that are through our Success Training Employment Program, where we work on interview skills. We do vision boards so they can really see their goals out. And from there we do graduation, which I think is huge for them. So we do emotional intelligence. We, like I said, we try to build confidence. We do resume building, interview preparation. So we do a Dress for Success day, and that we have them come in dressed in what they would wear to an interview, and we show them what is appropriate to wear to an interview and what is not appropriate to wear to an interview, and what is appropriate to say during an interview and what is inappropriate to say during an interview. At graduation, we have our employer partners come, and they sit through graduation, and then they'll speak with our STEP graduates after graduation and see if they may be a good fit for that employer. I am looking forward to the future cohorts and supporting them through their journeys. through class and through case management afterwards. So I'll stick with them for about a year or as long as they want, and just check in and see how they're doing and where they're at. I think the Up Center is one of the best places in our community. Before I did my internship here, I didn't know too much about it. And doing my internship and now working here, it is an honor to be here, and I think that the services that we offer are very beneficial to our community.
So I am the crisis navigator.
Okay.
So it's pretty much our crisis stabilization department. And what that entails is I meet with people who are in crisis. The process is they come in, they fill out an intake form, and then I call to schedule an intake. What an intake consists of is me pretty much interviewing them about like their situation, what's going on, and providing them resources to get them through whatever they're going through. Because here at the Up Center, we don't do financial assistance, but we refer them out. So at the end of the intake process, we have an action plan that I feel like pretty much that's like their homework, what I'm giving them to do. So if they come in and they say they need rental assistance, I'll give them a list of agencies where they can go to get the rental assistance, and then it's up to them to contact them and follow up. Now there are some people that can't really do all of that, so I can assist if need be, but for the most part it's up to them to go to the places that I'm referring them to. So as far as crisis stabilization, one of the things that I can do here is provide MSGP vouchers, which MSGP is the grocery program, and I can provide them vouchers to spend over there on whatever, the grocery, the household products, any of that stuff. So that's one of the main things that I can do as a crisis navigator. So the majority of the people that come in, it's either rental assistance or food assistance that they need. So the day-to-day activity, as far as my department, it's pretty much just people coming in, doing the intake, and then we contacting them for them to come in. And once they come in, then we go over all of the resources. It's a continuum. So, oh yeah, I forgot to say this part. So the STEP program that Haley was speaking of, I do an intake with each of the students. So that process, I normally follow them throughout the program, and if there's anything that they need while they're in the program, I can help them with that. But for the most part, all of my participants, like I follow them. I told you I give them the homework to do, so I follow up to see if they did it. They contact me if they need me to reach out to somebody. So it's an open door. Like they can always come back, and I can always contact them. That good stuff. So one of my crisis participants, she was actually a STEP participant as well, and I did an intake with her as part of the STEP program, and I knew her personally, and she has come a long ways just being in this program. She actually is employed here, and just seeing her growth, like especially since I knew her from, and she had did some time in prison, so her transformation was just awesome. Well, me personally, I want to get out in the community more, especially the jails, because the majority of my participants are people that are being released from jail or prison. I've had a few people that's did like some time in prison and they get out and they don't really know who to turn to, where to go, and they stop by here, and then I can assist them with all of that. So I definitely want to get out and start speaking to the community more, or like the children in the detention center, because I guess they hold them until they're 18. So when they're 18, they don't know where to go, don't know what to do, and they can come here and get the help from the crisis stabilization and become a STEP participant. Everybody here at the Up Center, from working here, I can say that they're very welcoming to the staff members and to the people in the community. We really don't turn anyone down, regardless of what their situation is. So I guess this is just I don't know, like a non-judgmental environment.
And that's a look at the heart of the Up Center. Now let's head back to the studio and hear more from Sean and Tammy.
You and your staff were so welcoming when we came in. We felt like we were at home. We loved coming to see all of the program resources in play, and so many families and so many individuals being able to take advantage of all the savings and also the support that's there. We saw firsthand the positive impact the Up Center has on families. Can you share more about the impact that you're having within our community?
Sure. So with the overall savings that our members save with the membership grocery program, last year it was a little over $4 million that had retained services. So that additional money is able to pay your rent, your mortgage, your utilities, maybe it's your car payment, maybe it's childcare. And that money is staying right here in St. Lucie County. So we're very proud to say that that money is staying here locally and allowing those families to be able to get the other items or whatever they may need. They're able to do that. So it eliminates that choice. With, the other programs overall, we have great partnerships with other organizations that allow us to make referrals to them to maybe have additional savings or get things that they need through those other programs as well. So we're very proud to be able to do those aspects to give back to the community.
That's wonderful. We know the Up Center is deeply rooted in the community based off of all that you have shared. What is your outreach like?
So our outreach is we try and get to as many community events as we can. Tammy and her team do a wonderful job to be able to get out there. I think they were just at 2 events over the last weekend alone. But for us, when we're able to get out there and just meet everyone and really talk about what we do and just let them know what the Up Center truly does. And the other options we are. Sometimes when you walk in, you're like, well, I'm here to do the STEP program. I didn't think it was a grocery store. Or it's vice versa. You come in, you're like, this is a grocery center. Like they look around. So our teams, most of us have been there for many years now. We're very friendly. Come in, we'll give you a tour and help you understand exactly what it is that we can offer. Because when you're in a crisis or when you're in there, everyone's level's like up here. And there's so many little things you can do to kind of chip away at that to be able to get those additional resources and being able to find the help you need.
Absolutely. And I know that when we go out in the community, we oftentimes see you at Better Together Families and other events such as that. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Sure. I work very closely with Better Together with their job fairs specifically. So I have done resume workshops for some of their people before, and then we're there during the job fairs to help support. My success coach will come as well. We get a lot of people from Better Together for our employment program and help them out that way. We refer people to them for services as well, and they refer to us for crisis and our STEP and our grocery program as well. We work with many different community partners. So we work with Mustard Seed, Graceway Village, Treasure Coast Food Bank. We work with all of them. It truly takes a village to work together. It's not just a cliche, it is true. It really takes all of us working together to be successful and be able to help as many people as we can.
And that's what it's all about here at Families Matter. So we're just so thankful for both of you coming out today and sharing with us about the Up Center. This is great information for families. And again, all of the information that we shared in today's show, we will share on our St. Lucie Public School website. Families, as always, we've gone over a ton. We hope you have learned more about this wonderful community spotlight. And if you find yourself in need of more help, please reach out. Our aim is to be the guide on the side for the many resources found within our beautiful community.
Once again, Rebecca, we've had a great show. We want to say a very special thank you to our experts that are here with us, both Sean and Tammy. Thank you. And if you have missed any of our shows, please tune in to WLX Horizon to watch it, catch up, and feel connected. Check out St. Lucie Public Schools social media outlets for our next show. Next month, we're dedicating our show to science.
Remember, all families matter in St. Lucie Public Schools.